EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the home of the Cardinals, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one underway. And off we go from Glendale. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Stroud begins with a pass. That's caught downfield by McBride. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Arizona. Ryland's kick here is good. And the Cardinals are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. So, 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Gonna throw right away. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. The veteran Calais Campbell in there for the stop. Third down, 3 to go. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down. On the return is Jones. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. Now the second back taken in the April draft, it's Trey Benson. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll air it out. Deep for Wilson. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Jermaine Johnson, the former first-round pick, in there to bring him down. To return is Williams. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Understanding the coverage shells of cover 2 is critical, especially for the linebackers, Mike. They're responsible for those underneath zones. There is some vulnerability to this coverage unit if you don't have guys who understand their assignments. Well, I'll tell you what, this guy definitely was paying attention in meetings because he was in the right place at the right time, and he's able to come away with the big pick. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
A handoff, running left is Benson. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. Again, it's Benson. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. He'll fire one deep for Harrison.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
That's caught by Harrison right side. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Ryland's kick is good. And the Cardinals will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Penix. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's Gibbs. And let's give it about 4 on that one. Peyton Wilson, that time, in on the stop. Arizona will take its 1st timeout. Clock will stop. Here's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. And Penix. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Take it in, back at his own 12. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
The tackle made back at the 13-yard line.
On play action, Stroud. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
A short one here, caught by McBride. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down. He'll take this in back at the 16. Yeah. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
A dive and a catch. Incredible. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Detroit.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the ball, and under no circumstances can that ball move or hit the ground. And how often do we see a great catch overturned on replay? So it's not easy. You get paid to catch them all.
A pickup there of 13. Good for a Lions first down. Once again, it's Gibbs. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On second down, Penix. And this ball's going to be incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And third down coming up. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
On first down, it's Stroud. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense and They've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
A second down throw for Stroud. And that is intercepted by Denzel Ward. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. Got his man at the 6. He is in. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions are on the board. It's 10-7. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Stroud to throw here on first down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll have more from Glendale after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They put Wilson in motion. They'll go play action with Stroud. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone inside the 20. It is a big gain for Arizona. The gain is 64. On the move, left is Benson. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Benson. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Jones motioning here. Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud to the goal line and in. Marvin Harris Jr. Touchdown, Arizona. Ryland's kick here is good. And the Cardinals will get out in front 17-7. Here's Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Williams now to return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Penix. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. Back to throw. Here's Penix. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head. I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Penix going to throw again. And he's in. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5.
The kick is good. Makes the score Cardinals 17. Lions 14.
Very little time remaining in this 1st half as this kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
30-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will be a Cardinals 1st down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line. So we're at halftime with just a field goal separating these two teams at the break as we send you to Orlando to check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That's caught! And he will take this one in. 72 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Jones now on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. He's going to keep it himself.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's caught downfield by Harrison. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
This receiver went a long way to catch this ball. He started all the way out on the left side of the formation, and look where he catches it, Mike. He's all the way on the right side of the field. He just continued to work through those open zones, eventually found one, and the quarterback was able to put it on him for a nice gain. Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
From the gun here on 3rd down. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll get this past the 25, out to the 27. A pickup of 7. 2nd down and 3. They hand it to Gibbs. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. 17 yards on that connection. First down, Detroit.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, then on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. From the gun, here's Gibbs. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. On 2nd down, it's Gibbs. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On play action, Penix. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his 3rd of the game, his 6th this year.
Lions 28, Cardinals 17.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. And he holds on to it here as he's out of bounds. That's a yard or 2 shy of the line of scrimmage. Therefore, that's a sack.
Mike, these are the plays that on the stat sheet, the offensive lineman, look at the quarterback a little sideways. He has a chance to just throw that ball out of bounds, but instead, he takes it out of bounds himself, and that goes on the stat sheet as a sack.
They put Wilson in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's caught downfield by McBride. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their 2nd.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a...
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now, faking the give. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw is Stroud. He's got his man. It's Harrison. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down. Handoff, and it's Benson running right. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8. On play action, Stroud. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
From the gun, here's Stroud. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So out is Chad Ryland in a big spot here. This to get back to a one-possession game. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
For first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Penix. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. And another score puts them in great shape here in the fourth quarter. Greg, looks like they are on their way to 3 games and 3 wins.
And they say the only thing better than being 2-0, Mike, is being 3-0. And barring something unforeseen here down the stretch, you're going to get their 3rd straight victory to start this season. Can't ask for a much better start, and this is going to give them a real good opportunity late in the season to find themselves in pretty good position.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. On first and 10, here's Stroud. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Cardinals, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Stroud. Right back to Harrison. He's got him again. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 29. That's another Cardinals first down. First and 10.
On first down, it's Stroud. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
On second down, Stroud. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And he will score. Game on. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Cardinals. And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision. Down 8, going for 2. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Here's Williams on the return. Past midfield. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
It's always nice as an offense when you can get a lift from special teams, and that was truly a team effort. I mean, you can see it's great blocking that gave him the initial seam, and he took advantage of it. That was really well done.
Now a give to Gibbs, running right, and he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
By the end of last season, Mike, on that NFC Championship run of the Detroit Lions, Jahmyr Gibbs really found his stride. They can do so many different things with him, run game, pass game, no matter how you do it. When you get the ball into this kid's hands, he can do a lot.
They'll run with Gibbs. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On the jet sweep, the give to St. Brown. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. A short one here, caught by McBride. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
Now, a big 3rd down. Throwing is Stroud. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Now, Stroud. This one intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Stroud to throw here on. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
It's a loss of 8.
The offense is trying to stretch the field vertically. They're trying to put as many receivers into the coverage deep as possible. But you know what you need? You need time. You need to allow those guys to get downfield. But when you have a pass rush like this, they don't let that time unfold, and that pocket collapsed and results in a sack. Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
3rd and 5. He'll take the snap and go down to a knee.
Here we go.
So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start.
Let's get a few yards on this play.
And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Thank you.